Hello and welcome to this, our third webcast from the INMO's 92nd Annual Delegate Conference here in Kilkenny. This is Friday the 6th of May. Today we completed the conference agenda and we had another busy day with a number of motions in particular about on-board alternate and the need for it to be much more accountable, the whole question of the recruitment moratorium and it having to be lifted. We had a motion that passed a mandate that we're to ballot all of our undergraduate students and other staff at hospitals if they wish, other members, to support action necessary to reverse the pay cut on student nurses. And then obviously we had the keynote address from the Minister for Health, Dr. James Riley, in which he committed himself to a single trolley count, the INMO's trolley count, as a measure of ED overcrowding. He also committed himself to a review of the terms of reference for the review of the student nurse pay issue. And he also stated that nurses and midwives would have to be at the centre of any change in the health system and that he would be ensuring that would happen. The President, our President, Sheila Dixon, in her reply in a very wide-ranging address, which was subject of many standing ovations and so on, covered the whole gambit of issues before the organisation, from the trauma of the last year in terms of the financial hit incurred upon nurses and the pay cut and so on. We had the question of the senior staff nurse grade, the agency contract issue. We had the whole question of our health service and the need to reform it, the A&E overcrowding issue and how that has to challenge work practices by consultants and other parties in the system to agree it. So we have a tremendously crowded occasion during that section of the conference. This afternoon, the final afternoon of conference, we debated a wide-ranging series of motions, emergency motions calling for protection of agency nursing rates so that they can be the same as the EU directive, and parity of esteem for agency nurses in terms of payment with staff employed directly by the HSE. We had another emergency motion asking for the organisation to support a new campaign with on-board alternates to make them more supportive of nurses and midwives in the front line. We had other motions about the recruitment embargo and the call for its lifting and so on, all, if you like, solidifying the union's agenda for the coming year. So a very crowded agenda all day. I think a very successful conference, one that was brilliantly organised by our committee here in Kilkenny. I think every delegate has enjoyed it. So I think all of the delegates attending are galvanised by the experience of the last 3 days. I think they're renewed in their commitment, as the President said in her speech, to go back and ensure that apathy doesn't exist in our members, that we do continue to participate in change, but change that is measured, change that is patient-friendly, change that is patient-centred. So I think all of us will start afresh, start renewed, and we will work collectively together. And as the President said, that working together we will survive, and working together we will protect patient care and protect the professions of nursing and midwifery. So thank you for listening in for the last 3 days. I hope you found these summaries to be informative. There's much more information on other areas of the website, the President's speech, the Minister's speech, and other contributions from delegates and so on. So we'll now say goodbye from the 92nd Annual Delegate Conference of the INMO here in Kilkenny. Thank you for tuning in, and keep informed, keep active in the organisation, and keep watching the website for future developments. Thank you.